back to Mono Man Fishing. If you're new, welcome aboard. Thanks for taking this time because we're all excited about tomorrow. Tomorrow is the first tournament of the year with the Gordon County Bass Club here in North Georgia. And we're taking my baby out. Danny and I are going to go hit Lake Carter's. It's known for its giant spotted bass as well as really quality, abundant amount of largemouth in that lake. We're going to go with the standard seasonal baits. With my spinning rod, we're going with the Ned Rig 10-pound test mono, and also 10-pound test mono, of course mono, with an underspin. These are my start off baits. With my bait casters, 12-pound test mono. I'm going with the spinner bait. Start off with great bait, get the upper column of the water, the middle of the water column, and also creep it along the bottom for the lower portion. It's a great, spinner bait's a great bait for this time of year. Good old crankbait. It's a square bill, and we'll be throwing some kind of soft plastic Texas rig along the way too. As always, I'll have my Carolina rig on the deck. Always have a Carolina rig on the deck year round. You're welcome. So we're super excited about it. We expect the water temperature to be somewhere between 45 and 55 degrees. The lake has been off limits for a whole week now, so no one's been able to go there. And say, you know what? Let's go get on the water. Little waterfall action here with Mono Man. I think we're going to go with the crankbait here. My partner Danny. You're on camera, Danny. Say good morning.
Good morning.
We're going to pick these suckers off here at the waterfall. Underspin right there. Picking up on it. Oh, my fingers are so cold.
And boy, howdy, was it cold that morning. The water temperature was 50.2 degrees right there in that area where we were fishing. And I thought I hooked up with a nice fish right here. It turned out to be a deep log. You can see I'm just going to break off my lure and tie another one on. That's my philosophy in tournament fishing. I don't really try to save lures unless they're pricey. But so Danny had a nice one on a wacky rig, and it also wrapped around some logs, and he lost it. But he's going to give you a modification right here on a wacky worm.
This is a good bait where when you're finesse fishing and the bite is not all the way on, you can actually poke you a couple of skirts through a worm, and that tangling or tingling or dangling or whatever you want to call it, when it hits the ground on the wacky, it will give a little more action to it. Sometimes that will create a bigger bite.
So since our trolling motor went out on us and the wind really picked up that all day that afternoon, we decided that the best bet was to adapt, improvise, and overcome. We made the decision to run back to the ramp area. It was in a pretty good sized protective cove, if you will. And Danny and I discussed the situation. He volunteered to actually operate the big motor while I fished off the front deck, and he kept the boat in the area I needed to be to make the cast, to fish the ditches and things we'd come up with. Of course, I pulled out my trusty Carolina rig. When all else fails, I seem to go to that. And hey, I just want to say that Danny's not only a great partner, great friend, but he's also the owner of Country Boys Custom Lures. And if you want information on that, just comment below. So we made it to the cove, and I made a big rookie mistake here, guys. Just want to go ahead and apologize now. I promise I won't let it happen again. But I'm working this Carolina rig down in this ditch, and you'll see I do hook a fish here. He was really a nice solid 2-pounder, and Danny's sitting there back behind the camera, and he will land the fish for me, but I failed to get a picture of the fish. So I apologize for that, but I'm new at this YouTube game, and the only fish we catch all day, and we can't even get it on film. That's sad. So you also see here in a second, we eventually took the boat, Danny's idea, and ran ashore with the nose of the boat, and I went to the back of the boat to fish to keep the boat more stable platform, if you will, so I could fish. I did get one more bite. I'm sure it was a bite before the end of the day, before we finally called it. It's right here. And that pretty much ended our day. At least we're not in the hard blowing wind, and we got a fish, a few bites, and still we're on the water fishing. If you look quickly, because it's not much of a shot, you'll see the worm on the end of my hook, obviously curled. It's the typical bite look that you get when a fish hits a worm. Right there, I missed the fish. And right there's the worm.
So there you go. Another day on the water fishing. Wasn't so great. Only caught one fish all day. Trolling motor went out. Just couldn't get the bites. Daddy had a nice fish on him. Wrapped him around a bunch of trees and come off. That was early in the morning. Had a couple of little bites, but nothing real successful. But hey, the Carolina rig paid off yet again. Only one fish, but caught him on that watermelon red stick bait. Yes, sir. Mama said there'd be days like this. She's absolutely right. That's fishing for you, and you got to roll with the punches and all that stuff, and just do the best you can. We'll stay up in the point standing, at least with some points for one fish. I don't know what the final results are yet. They'll be posted later. But in 2 weeks, we got Lake Weiss in Alabama, and it's a shallow body water lake. I enjoy fishing shallow bodies waters over the deep body waters like Carter's. But that's fishing for you. It's what it is. And hey, do me a favor, like, comment, follow, especially comment. Let me know what you want to see. And obviously you want to see more fish catches, so we'll see what we can do about that. But until next time, tight lines, everyone.